one of the big reasons that clients don't invest in security is because they don't understand the damages. And if they don't understand the damages, you can't blame them for not wanting to invest, right? And so what a lot of times you ask them, like, what do you think the cost of a breach might be? Like, oh, probably 50K, like maybe 100 if things get really south. It's like, no, 10x that. Most breaches we see, again, we give you some of that data, the very early questions asked, but usually around $1 million when you add in all of the things. Last quarter's average ransomware payment was about 250K. This quarter, you ready for this? About 420K. So just for the ransom payment, they have gone up about, a whole lot. And there's reasons for that I don't have time to talk about, but it's going, it ebbs and flows, but $250,000 plus. But then you count in the cost of breach counsel. And let me tell you, the legal stuff is blown up like never before because supply chain stuff, here's what happens. Maybe you as the MSP were never affected, but maybe the client is coming after you because they're saying that there's negligence involved, whether there is or isn't. And then what happens is the client of your client is now having issues and they're coming after you because you're like the fourth party that in their mind caused all. So this stuff gets to be a mess. It's a mess. Then forensics, those jokers come in, they bill at $300, $400 an hour. Sometimes it's a lot that goes into it, especially if you don't have good controls, like you don't have good log data, you don't have good EDR data. Oh my goodness, the costs just go out of control because the way that we look at this is if you can't prove that somebody wasn't impacted, they're impacted. And so this really changes in this day and age of privacy laws that are in place. Then you compound notification. Sometimes if things get really hairy and you have to have public relations come in, that's a big deal. Credit monitoring. I mean, this is expensive stuff. And clients just don't know this. They just think it's like the old school hack and your website says hack on the front of it. And it's just, reload it and no big deal. Like they're just not ready for this. So you got to be educators. You can't be boy who cried wolf. You can't just scare them into it, but you really do have to help them understand that breaches are expensive.